For Pride Month, I've been thinking about Kevin. Who is Kevin? What is Kevin? No, not a specific person, of course. I don't think I know any Kevins. Maybe someone's hiding that their real name is Kevin. But thinking from terms of when we hear the name Kevin, what do we assign socially to that name? For me, Kevin is the kind of person who would love to shove other people in lockers. And say I ask my partner on a date, and they say they're busy. There's a high chance that they were with Kevin all along. But why? Why do I associate this with Kevin? I've never known anyone named Kevin. Well, I'm not necessarily sure, but let's take a look at it from a different perspective. So let's say we have two names. One is Brad and one is Steven. Who's the most likely to punch someone in the face? Now, it's a rhetorical question. I'm not going to answer it. But when we look in that lens, we have this kind of, it's like this bias or this kind of determined understanding, when it comes to names. It's like profiling in a sense. But the thing is, I wouldn't say it's like racial profiling to say someone with Kevin, with the name Kevin, is like bad news. But I think it's like really interesting. So, here's another case. Say that you happen to, you're a normal person who happens upon a watch that allows you to turn into at least 10 aliens. And you have a rival. There's an antagonist. What is the antagonist's name likely to be? It's Kevin. Of course it's Kevin. But why does that make sense? Why is it sensible for Kevin to be a jerk? And that's the thing. I don't know. But I think it's fascinating how it's not the case that I would immediately think, oh, Kevin wouldn't do that. Kevin wouldn't wreck someone's car. Kevin wouldn't jump somebody because, I'm of the thought that Kevin absolutely would. But why do I think Kevin would do that? I'm not sure. Thinking about it, is capitalism Kevin's fault? Maybe not directly, but who's to say Kevin had nothing to do with it? Can we prove that? Well, I think it's something that's unfalsifiable, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin had something to do with that. The exploitation of people for money? Are you kidding me? That sounds exactly like something Kevin would do. But why? Again, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But, doing some self-reflection here. Really, really doing some soul searching to find the answer. Why is Kevin? And thinking of these bad traits that I automatically would assign to Kevin. I'm thinking here, do I do any of these things? Do I justify them when I do them? And then say, oh, well, of course, so-and-so is bad for doing this, right? But for me, it's complicated. Thinking deeper about this. I've done my many shares of wrong, I've hurt people. I've fought people. I've, lied and, cheated before. These things Not just saying that they happened by incident, but, you know, I did them. So then the question then comes around from who is Kevin to am I Kevin? And the answer is yes.